I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, Primal, but I do have to test this truck for my audience just to make sure this is completely epic. No problem. Full speed. Hi guys, welcome back to the RC store. My name's Ammo. Check out what we got on the desk today. This is the Primal RC Ram 1500 in conjunction with Traction Hobby. This thing is hot off the press and it's not been released. This is a pre-production vehicle, and a big shout out to Primal RC for sending me this. If you want to pick one of these up and you were impressed by the unboxing video, then pick one up from the website. You can pre-order them right now for a December delivery, and it's free shipping to UK, Canada and USA on pre-orders only, and the rest of the world will get discounted shipping as well on pre-orders. The delivery is due for December. Now, in the last video, we went through the full specifications of this truck. We checked out the low-down modulation, all the lighting system, the scale details. If you are interested in that, be sure to check out the video. I'll put a link just up here in the corner. Be sure to check it out. But today, we are going to hit some trails. Now, you guys know me. When it comes to trail crawlers, I push them to their limits and I start going gnarly rock crawling with them. Now, this thing's absolute scale, and I'm going to use it how it's intended to be used. I'm going to go find some trails. We're going to go trail crawling. We'll see if we can take it through some streams, and we may even hoon it a little, really test them diffs out. So without further ado, let's get into this. So we're here on location with the Dodge Ram 1500. Now, we've come for a trail run. This is its first go. Let's see how well this can perform on some trails. First run, we're going up a hill, and let's see how well this does. Now, this is a censored motor like you guys may have seen on the unboxing video, and this is quite a narrow path, and it's going exceptionally well. Here it starts getting a bit tricky. You can see all the rocks, and this thing's taking it like a champ, no issues whatsoever. Look at it climb. Now, the weather has turned for us, unfortunately, and it has started raining, but that will give this a test to see what it's like in slippery conditions. No issues whatsoever. Absolutely eating this trail. Easy work. No way. But look how scale it looks. Oh yes. Now we're coming to a section where it gets very rocky. We're going to see it over some rocks now. See how well it goes over these. Eat some. Easy. Look at it go. Absolutely incredible. Now, I will say this is incredibly smooth to operate, especially with that servo. I mean motor. My back. Trying to concentrate on where I'm walking here. But yeah, that motor is ridiculously smooth. No issues there whatsoever. Right, we've got a bit of a gnarly section coming now, and I'm going to get ahead of it. Now bear in mind, this is not a crawler. This is a trail crawler slash truck, and this is me being me that loves going crazy. Now look at that flex there. Is it going to do this without rolling? It may just tip there. Hold on, get it back. Oh, this motor's so good. Right, coming round here. Oh, hell yeah. Made it down. Now this is a long wheelbase, so you do have to take different lines compared to what I'm normally used to. But yeah, and you can go at some speed as well. Speed's not an issue here. Whoa, this thing's fast. Showing you guys some suspension flex. And it does get rougher, as you can see. Absolutely eats everything. Coming down towards us at a bit of speed. I'll take a bit of a jump there. Let's see if we can catch this up. Right, this thing's actually quite quick, to be fair. For a trail crawler, it's a lot faster than brisk walking. It's definitely more like running, and that's not me over exaggerating. I am in low speed, but it absolutely gets off. Look at it shoot. Oh, I told you it's got some power. Whoa! Just goes to show how much power this has actually got. Burnouts, no problem. Whoa! I have never had a trail crawler perform like that before. Wow! This is obviously the first. Showing you guys a launch in front wheel drive. Whoa! 4-wheel drive. Front wheel drive burnout. Coming down at full speed. Whoa! Got some air there. No way! A trail crawler that gets air, gets off. Guys, I can't even run as fast as this thing goes. Check this out for the UK weather. Looks like the sun's back out. It was raining a minute ago. Alright, let's keep going. Find some more trails. So I've got some tree stumps here. Now, the car itself, or shall I say the truck itself, is quite low. So it ain't intended for rock crawling. But however, tree stumps, etc., it takes them no problem. And it's very, very scale. Now, what I will say is this can be a very capable rock crawler. Now, you probably think, Hammer, what are you on about? But if you can get some clearance on this, with this electronic setup, yeah, this thing will be very capable. It's so strong and powerful, yet so smooth. And it does the job absolutely perfectly. But trail crawling, it blazes through everything, literally. No issues. I'm trying to go through harder sections. Well, find me something that's harder. So now I'm pushing the limits on trail crawling. And yeah, this thing, not a problem. Look at it go. Absolutely eating everything. And I'm not going slow either. Yep, not a problem. Literally. This thing's quick. Absolutely incredible. Got a bit of a mound coming. No issues. Flying over grass, and this is in low speed, by the way, just so you're aware. Not an issue. I think high speed's just too quick for it on this sort of surface, and I think that's where you can literally hoon it on a gravel track. Now, stating that, I think in this video we do need to pay a visit to a gravel track. I'm literally pushing the boundaries of this. Now the reason I'm doing this is just to show you guys how capable this actually is, even with low ground clearance. This truck, I ain't gonna lie, has pushed trail crawling to a different level. This has definitely opened a gap in the market for those people that don't like crawlers because they're too slow, but they want a fast crawler. I think this is it. It don't get no smoother than this, and it don't get no more better than this when it comes to scale either. Now I am about to take a big jump here, or should I say step is the correct terms. Not an issue. I've got to watch my footsteps as well as we go down here. But yeah, not a problem. See if we can turn around and get over. Yes. Epic. Like I said, it's got the speed when you want it. It can blaze, you can do burnouts, and you've got the low down modulation for tricky parts as well. Coming through some more rocks and more gnarlier sections. Not going slow either. Taking it at speed as well. Literally, I'm trying to go over everything that's going to be making things a bit difficult. And yeah, not an issue. And like I said, it is really quick. I can't even keep up with it. So come back around this section again. Look at that, so smooth. The suspension works absolutely fantastic. That rear cantilever setup actually works. And I think that's absolutely fantastic, and it's very important. So coming through another rocky section. Yes, no problem. Eating everything in its way. Oh, look at it go. Hell yeah. Now it gets a bit trickier here. More trickier for me to walk. But yeah, not a problem for this. Yeah, eating everything. Oh, absolutely fantastic. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, Primal, but I do have to test this truck for my audience just to make sure this is completely epic. Now, like I have said, as far as a trail crawler goes, this is smash the box, but I'm taking it one step further. And yeah, I'm not supposed to do this, but hell with it. We're rock crawling. And look at that go. No way. I told you this was capable. Absolutely fantastic. Coming down the ultimate Red Valley. Should absolutely nail this. Like I said, the only issue is a bit of clearance. But this thing's so capable for what it is. Not a problem. And we're sending it back up. Do not try this unless you're willing to risk it yourself. Like I said, Primal RC have said the receiver box is waterproof. However, it's not meant to be submerged. I'm not going to submerge it. But what I will say is the light box that's under the body is not waterproof. So do bear that in mind when you try something like this. But I just want to push it to show you how cool this truck can actually be. So I have got a bit of an obstacle here that I need to go around. And we're going to go around it, not a problem. Like I said, the crawling capabilities of this is fantastic. And we're here. And in it goes. Right. We're about halfway depth on the wheels. And it's crawling through. No issues. How cool is that? And right, I'm out on the other side. Look at it come through. After that performance, you really think I was going to end the video there? Right, we have brought it to a gravel track. Let's see how well it performs here. Right, no different to any other truck, to be fair. Look at it hoon. Oh, yes. Now you don't expect it to do that. No issues there. Hell yeah. Also jumps as well. Coming through for some air. Oh, such plush suspension on that. Running it back. Taking air, no problem. This thing is epic. First roll. Right, now check this out on rear wheel drive. You can literally hoon this thing. I did say at the start of this video I will be hooning it, and I weren't joking. Ram 1500 by Primal RC. Well, what can I say? Now, to be fair, the only way I can sum this up, it did surprise me, is, you know when you see an advert for a trail crawler and they make it look so epic because they've slowed the video down, where the truck jumps, it hoons, it's absolutely amazing. But then when you get it, it literally moves 6 miles an hour and it does none of that. Now this is basically that, but what it states in the video. This thing hoons, as you guys seen. It'll do burnouts, front wheel drive burnouts, 4-wheel drive burnouts, rear wheel drive burnouts. This thing will drift, it slides, and it crawls. How incredible is that? I ain't gonna lie, this truck does absolutely everything. I will say, in terms of balance, the center of gravity is quite low on this truck. I did notice that. And when you guys seen it climb that rock and you seen how it twists and I went all the way back up again, I'll give you an example. The MJX H8H out the box, that thing couldn't make that turn. If you watch the original video of the H8H, when it made that turn, it actually toppled. And I had to put some serious weight low down on that truck in order to make them turns. The tires are incredible. Honestly, they squish, they grip. You don't need to upgrade them. Honestly, it's absolutely incredible. Now, the only thing I will say is if you were going to use this, not as a trail crawler, but as more of a scale car that you can do burnouts and hoon around with and just have a lot of fun, the only thing I'd say is take off the drag brake so it rolls. That's the only thing I would suggest, because if you don't have your finger on the throttle when you jump, it will come to a halt and you can break gears. So just be mindful of that. But incredible. Now, we did have one tumble on this, and that one tumble was on that harsh gravel. However, the body's completely fine. It's got some very few light scratches just on the edge. You can hardly see them, but that was one of the main reasons I picked silver. But yeah, incredible. I'm lost for words. When you tell me that you're going to release a trail crawler and you're going to test a trail crawler, what do you expect? You expect something with nice low down modulation at walking pace, and that can take a few rocks, etc. This thing, incredible. This thing wanted to fly over the rocks, jump, climb rocks, did absolutely everything. Now, the only thing that makes this less capable than a proper rock crawler is the clearance. So because of the scale issue, like the bumpers are quite low, so they do hitch. Unless you take them angles to climb up rocks is the only way you're getting up them. But like I said, this ain't supposed to be a rock crawler. This is a trail rig. And it absolutely executes that. Now, in terms of this, compared to argument's sake, let's speak as a big rig. Axial SCX6. What a rig. But in terms of rolling speed, I think this will dart all over the SCX6 in terms of speed. And that's the honest truth. Now, don't get me wrong, the SCX6 would outcrawl this all day, every day when it comes to rocks. But this ain't a rock crawler. Now, I will also say the suspension on this, wow, so plush. When I got to that gravel track and I did them jumps, you didn't even hear this thing land. It was so smooth, so well balanced. Oh, I surprised myself, honestly. Even going through them trails, when I was going at running pace, this thing was gliding over everything, and there was a couple of times where I was actually running through there and I couldn't keep up with it. It was quick. Absolutely epic. If you want to pick one of these up, you can pre-order one right now. Check out the link in the description, also the website scrolling at the bottom here, which is www.primalrc.com. This is available in 3 different colours, silver, blue and red, and it is free shipping to everyone that pre-orders them in UK, Canada and USA. If you're anywhere else, you will get discounted shipping if you pre-order these trucks. The trucks are going to be released, expected date is December, so not long now, but what a rig. This thing is absolutely incredible is the only way to say it. It does absolutely everything. It looks fantastic. I can't say enough, guys. I've said it already. I can't say enough. If you've enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.